Whenever I start helping working moms figure out a rhythm of how they're going to balance work and life, as some people try and call it, I always think about two things: margin and boundaries. I always hate to see that person who they've been a mom for 10, 12, sometimes 15 years, and they look up one day and they don't know where the time has gone. They don't know the person that they've become. They don't remember the things that make them them. And so I help them create boundaries around work. And then I help them create margin in their day, in their budget, to help them keep doing those things that make them them. Help them realize that there's never going to be a perfect time for them to start back exercising. They're just going to have to make time to do it. The movie that always reminds me about boundaries and margin is my favorite movie, Princess and the Frog. There's a scene, probably not one that most people remember, but it always strikes me. Tiana gets home from work. You see her walk in her bedroom, her same childhood bedroom, the bedroom that she'd been in a couple scenes before as a little girl. This time, she's exhausted. You can see it all over her face. You can see it in her posture. She takes out a picture from her pocket, a picture of Tiana's place, her dream, what she wanted to build so bad with her dad. She looks at the picture, a quick reminder, and then she lays down. She falls asleep before she even hits the bed. She's in the bed for only a couple seconds before her alarm goes off, and she's up and changing her clothes to get ready for her second job. This always reminds me of what we go through as working moms. You finish your shift as a nurse, put up your stethoscope, clock out, or the school bell rings and your day is over as a teacher. You might get 20 seconds until your kids run to your classroom, or you might get a 20-minute drive home from the hospital. But you're standing at the door, and on the other side, someone needs you. Either they need help with homework, or they want you to take them to their soccer game, or maybe they just want you to hold them. But someone needs you. Someone's always going to need you. And it's easier for you to help them when your cup is full. And the ways we do that is we start creating margin. Whether it's 5 minutes or 15 minutes or maybe even a whole hour, we have to start doing the things that make us us and that keep our cup full. Either exercising, writing poetry, reading a book, whatever it is, we have to start making time. Because we always think, once Scotty starts driving and I don't have to take him to baseball, I'll have more time. Or we think that once Johnny's in school, I'll have more time. But the truth is, we won't. If we haven't created those firm boundaries around work, we'll find something else to fill up that time. We'll say yes to another project or yes to another conference, and there's all that time that we just knew we'd get back. And then we have to start creating margin. We have to realize that saying no is okay. You can say no to the project. Someone else will take it. You can say no to cooking dinner every night. They will get fed. But we have to make sure that we're prioritizing ourselves, that we're filling up our cup, because it's easier to overflow onto other people and to allow them to get a little bit of our joy. But it's really hard to keep pouring from an empty cup.